Hello and welcome to DIGIMON's domain, and there needs to be a point in Dragon Ball Super that we progress to so that we see the end of transformations. Oh no, stop right there. Transformations, I like them. They're flashy, they're nice to look at. I'd have no problem with them. Well, not too much of a problem with them. I understand the need for transformations in terms of merchandise, out of universe, in universe. I see it, I get it, I understand it. However, we also need to see that if you look at the gods of destructions, if you see the angels, if you see other characters in Dragon Ball Super who are on the upper echelon of super duper strong, they don't need a transformation, and that's because they've reached a level where they don't need to transform anymore because they are at their maximum level all the time. And think of it like this. You know the end of Dragon Ball Z. We see Goku in his blue gi. Yes, I know that rhymes a little, but let's just move forward. He's wearing his blue gi as he's fighting Oob, but he does not transform. He is obviously showcasing how strong he's become in his base form. Now, for the longest time, when they went to Dragon Ball GT and all these power scalers or people who are discussing the power levels of Dragon Ball used to always say, Goku's base is this strong at this point. So when he does this transformation, he's going to be even more strong, and that's where a lot of confusion has happened, whereby we saw people talking about, for example, General Rildo, where Kid Goku in GT had to become a Super Saiyan 3, and people were saying, oh, how strong was General Rildo? And you know, that's GT, but even when you look at Super, people are talking about Android 17. How strong is Android 17 if he can hold his own against Goku at a Super Saiyan Blue level? But how much percent is Goku using? It doesn't really matter. The point is, look at the sheer jump in power for Android 17. Now, put that aside. My point is, we need to come to a point where Goku, Vegeta, Gohan, well, Gohan doesn't really need to because he is in his ultimate form. They don't need to transform anymore because they are going to continuously be at the maximum level. We don't need to see any more transformations after a certain point. So I propose this to you after the next few transformations. And also, let's speculate quickly. At the current time of this recording, we've gotten a poster for the Universe Survival Arc which shows or alludes that maybe Goku might have a new transformation sometime soon. We don't know, it's not confirmed. Let's not really confirm and talk about it as much. However, if the visuals are correct from the opening and the poster, it seems that he's gonna have black hair. If we are progressing to a more base looking Goku by the end, that is progress to him being always in his base form. And it's kind of like it's quite nicely written in terms of, from these massive transformations of Super Saiyan where his hair becomes yellow, Super Saiyan 2 where it becomes spiky and lightning, to Super Saiyan 3, which many people do not like but many people absolutely adore, where he has an outrageous design. He got really long hair, spiky hair. The point is, look how drastic that look is compared to his current base. And then we moved on to Super Saiyan God, where it's more so him in his base form but red hair, and he's, you know, a little bit more leaner. But then we go back to basics, what we know or what we're used to from Dragon Ball Z, where we go and see Super Saiyan Blue. And that's where he's essentially more muscular again, and it's just a recolor of Super Saiyan. If we were to regress, but at the same time progress back to our usual base looking form for Goku, for Vegeta, for whomever we see later on, that is progress. It's kind of like a symbolism to show that, hey, they're actually really strong and they're always in their maximum form. Look at the Cell Saga. When Goku and Gohan were training in the hyperbolic time chamber, we saw the whole fact that, they're going to be in their Super Saiyan form all the time. Now, if they are in their base form all the time, whilst having max level of power, being able to control their ki 100% all the time, why the hell would they need a transformation? If anything, that's going to be excess stamina. We've so far not seen any transformations for Beerus or the other gods of destructions or even the angels. All I'm saying is this: there should come a point where Goku goes into his base form and the only kind of sheer glimmer of transformation is just his ki might become a bit more intense. It might become more white, it might become blue, it might become yellow, who knows, but he still has the aesthetic of him being in his base. I think that's going to be really good. Now here's my final proposition to go to this progression of no more transformations in Dragon Ball Super, and that is, of course, start changing up the attire give Goku a different gi, so he eventually ends up with the end of Z gi, that blue gi which we all adore. I really like that gi. I'm waiting for them to kind of allude to it. We had some sort of glimmer, some sort of hope for Resurrection of F, that gi, but then they reverted back to it, obviously because of some sort of merchandise sales. But point being, they need to start taking on different aesthetics for his design, whilst keeping his, his aesthetics of his body and his hair and just his base form, keep that the same, but change up his clothing so it matches up to the end of Z outfit. Anyway guys, what are your thoughts? What are your thoughts regarding the end of transformations? Should we continue with transformations? Should it become more outrageous? Should it become more toned down? Anyway, like, share, subscribe, comment down below. You may now exit DIGIMON's domain. Thank you and goodbye.